scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Anderson wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd, full throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's caught. It's Cox. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheim.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Takes the handoff. It's Cook. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a really nice looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's got it. Bust through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A first down for the offense. Pulls and throws out the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll toss it to the left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. I mean, the first play, nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Lockwood. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Matthews. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Anderson will throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Turns it loose. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Bruins will punt this one away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they...
Turning it on! He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Matthews. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Moving toward the end zone, ball out. Defense covering it up. Letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll give it to the back. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Got his man to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A top-5 flash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns turn, sending the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockwood. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cook.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On the ground, it's Cook. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Anderson wants to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Looking for space, it's Cox. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates.
And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lockwood. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bruins have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change.
Looking for the end zone. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after the really good gain on first, and he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Continues to fight for yards. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. With the catch, it's Wingo. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Creates a little space. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Texas. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Anderson wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that tonight.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Got it behind the line. It's Cox. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Trying to find the end zone. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Motion from the back. From the gun. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Ready, fight. Lasso.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Bruins! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Few anxious moments there, but the hand... Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Oh, he's got some strength. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll leave it with him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
691, Gators far.
Using his legs, it's Clark. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Hill. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this game's starting to tick away from this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field.
Trying to get behind the defense. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.